What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. I want to answer this this Vera DeMilo is his name. He's on my Instagram, and I put up the video about gray areas, and he actually posted on here because he wanted to prove me wrong that there's a gray area. And Vilo, you are not going to like what I have to say right now, but I'm going to solve your problem from this thing that you openly put on here right now. Again, this is painful, and you are not going to like this, but there is a right and wrong, black and white, and you have created a gray. I'm going to show you why you've created a gray, because you're not thinking straight. He said he saw the YouTube video. His ex-wife was a drug addict, pills. She got clean but developed all kinds of other mental issues like depression and panic attacks. We have a 5-year-old together, and we have been apart nearly his whole life. He was with me 5 days per week, and one day she texted him, this guy, to tell him mommy loves him and that she attempted suicide by overdosing on sleeping pills. She lived but the wound of getting getting periodic seizures. She went to rehab for about 4 months. During this time, had a very important decision to make. Go to court and file papers to remove her rights, or write it out and leave the door open for her later. By doing so, put my child and myself at legal risk for endangerment. CPS investigated her and her boyfriend for neglect, but never charged her because my son was with me. During her time in rehab, she also said if I were to take our son away, she would go ahead and finish the job, and that's not an idle threat. Go ahead, Bright Boys, tell me which is not the harder right decision to do, no matter which way. There's a danger, heartbreak, blah, 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 blah. You guys have a dice in your hands and you say you can only roll, but cookie-cutter inspirational memes. Well, listen, man, here's the problem. You take the parental rights away from her. She does not deserve them, period. That is the right thing to do. Her threatening you to kill herself, to hurt you, is a way of manipulating you and getting you to do what she wants you to do, which is not do that. And she deserves to have her parental rights taken away. Here's one thing that any therapist will tell you to your face. You cannot control someone else's destiny. You cannot control the fact that she will or won't kill herself. Suicide is her decision. It is not based on actions that you do. If you slapped her in the face and she killed herself, that was her decision. You didn't cause that, even though you slapped her. If you take the kid away and she kills herself, that is her decision. She's already tried to kill herself. So now she knows that that is a point that she can manipulate you to get what she wants. Her and her husband have been investigated, but the kid was with you. That means if the kid was with her, that kid would have been taken away. Your kid would be with foster care right now, and she would have been arrested with the boyfriend because she's endangering them with her behavior. The right thing to do, no matter what the fuck you think that that kid is going to grow up. And what's going to happen from here now that you didn't put her in jail or take the parental rights away? You think that's better for your kid? You think she's going to suddenly snap out of this, grow out of it, and get better? No, she's manipulating to the fullest. It is affecting your kid. It is affecting you. You sound like you are enabling her. You're saying, I'm not going to do this because I have a decision to make. Yeah, you know what your decision is to make? What's right for you and your son. And it does not matter about your ex. She is not your girl. She's not your wife. She's not your family. She is your ex. She's the mother of your child, and she has decisions to make. She decides whether she lives or dies, not you. You giving her what she wants opens the door for her to manipulate you more in the future to get what she wants. If she's going to kill herself, she is going to kill herself. Not whether you take the kid away, it doesn't matter. If she has mental disease, that is not on you. If she has mental issues from the drugs, or whatever the case may be, she may just be one of those people that needs attention. And by doing so, I mean, she survived suicide. She's threatening suicide again. I have had friends that committed suicide. They never said once they were going to kill themselves. One of them hung himself 3 times. The rope broke 3 times and it finally caught and he died. None of us knew he was going to kill himself. As a matter of fact, he made a phone call before he hung himself to make sure that there was going to be a contractor plumber at the place that he was building for the people the next day. No one knew. By her screaming out for attention, telling you that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know what? You know how many times I've had an ex-girlfriend or someone in my life say, I'll kill myself. I said, go ahead. Go kill yourself. You then take the power away from her. Right now, she's got all the power in the world, and you're sitting there, excuse me my language, like a little bitch at her fucking will and at her whim, doing whatever the fuck she wants because you're scared she's going to kill herself. She is not your responsibility, nor is she any good for your child acting like this. This doesn't go away. What your child is seeing and hearing now that you don't think he is, let me tell you something right now. He is. He's absorbing all of this shit. At least if you took him away from her and took the parental rights away, he could say, my father loved me so much that he got me out of the danger from my mom who has mental issues that was not being good to me and for me. Black and white. You get the kid away from her, you file the papers, you do the right thing. This like, woe is me, I don't want to do this because she may later come back and be better. You know what? Here's how it works. You take the parental rights from her, you say, you want to see the kid? Go get better. You want to kill yourself? Go fucking kill yourself. But I'm taking care of the kid that is my kid that I'm taking care of that you're not. Now go do your fucking thing. You get your shit together. You come back. We'll talk. Until that happens, you have no rights to this kid. And if she goes and hangs herself or takes pills, that is her fault. That is on her. That is her decision, not yours. It is not your decision to make to try to keep her alive. She is responsible for herself. She is responsible for her well-being, and she should be responsible for your kid, which she is not. And you give me this bullshit about a gray area, let me tell you something. You are just like everybody else who's manipulated by a drug addict, a fucking somebody with mental issues, whatever the case. You are an enabler, enabling that person to continuously be ill. If she has mental issues, guess what? There could be a possibility she will never be over them. And you will go through this shit for the rest of your life. And your kid will see this shit and he will grow up and get fucked up for the rest of his life from the shit that you're not being man enough to stand your fucking ground and say, you know what? You have fucked up enough. I'm not going to let you do this anymore. It's over. Get the fuck out of our lives. Let me tell you, like, there's so many people, I want to keep the mother in his life. For that, you want the kid to see that? You want him to fucking learn that? Let me tell you something right now. That is going to fuck the kid up more than if he learned that his mother had a mental disorder, had mental disease that she couldn't control, and he was saved from her by getting her away from him. It's shit like this that riles me up because you think you have a gray area. There's no fucking gray area. It's black and white. If you're so fucking stupid that you can't see you need to protect your fucking kid because you're worried that it's going to be your fault, it's on you that she kills herself, let me tell you, man, any fucking therapist will tell you, you are responsible for you. She is responsible for her. And if she kills herself, that's her fucking decision. That is her right to do it. That is all on her and has nothing to do with your actions, your decisions, or what you say and do. Nothing. Nothing you say or do can affect what someone is going to do unless they want to do it. No one is going to fucking take a gun, put it in their mouth, and pull the trigger because you told them to do it. If you told them to do it, they still have a fucking choice. Man, I get fired up because I read shit like this and I love it. People, Jay, I prove you wrong. I have lived through all this fucking shit. I have lived through drug addiction. I have lived through alcoholism. I have lived through fucking suicide. I have lived through molestation. I have lived through fucking all of it. I have then been to all the fucking therapy sessions. I have learned how to heal myself and do what I'm doing right now. Black and white. Make a decision. Go in a direction. You are right now fucking swirling the bowl, idling. You're not going anywhere. This girl is still in your life with a new boyfriend, okay, who is apparently just as bad as she is, in creating this fucking reality that can fuck with your kid, and it's fucking with you now. It's because you're acting like this on social media, telling everybody your business about how you have a fucking ex-girlfriend that's gonna kill herself and you're trying to save your kid. No, you know what you're doing? You're trying to make yourself feel better. You're protecting yourself because if she dies and kills herself, you blame yourself. Oh, my kid. Oh, me. I don't know what to do. It's my fault. No, you know what's your fault? Not protecting your kid when you know better. You can look at my eyes right now. You fucking know better of what you should do, but you're scared to do it based on the fact of what she might do because you're going to blame yourself. It's time to man the fuck up and realize that every person is individually responsible for them fucking selves. Now protect your fucking kid.